So when it's time to do maintenance, we'll want to just shut power off and shut the machine down. Okay, so our machines use EP2 grease at certain schedules. So the ball screw nut is every 80 hours, and the other bearings are at 250 hours. So after the power is off, we'll want to just quickly blow our machine off before we hop inside. So after we got our machine blown off, we'll want to come to our FRL, our main air supply, and slowly turn the air off so we can move any heads or cylinders or get into any crevices we need to. Also be mindful that the heads will go down as the air is not pressurized anymore. So at this point, we can now remove our head cover. And because the air has been turned off, we are now able to move our pre-drill, counter, router, and also our chisels. So the chisels each have 2 bearings. You'll want to get into this circ and this circ fitting. So on the pre-drill, counter, and router, they each have 2 circ fittings on the front. The bottom fitting will feed the front bearing. The top fitting will feed the back bearing. Please take note that we do have the cutting tools right above. They are very sharp, so be mindful of your hand position. So our bearings can be found on all the rails. This rail, our vertical rail, has 8 bearings, 4 which are on the head, 2 being on top, 1 here, 1 over there, and 2 under them. And then if you come up top, you'll notice we have 1 here and 1 on this side, which also have 1 above on this side and 1 above on the other side, totaling 8 altogether. Please refer to the owner's manual for all grease locations. So this would be your top bearings for your 6-shooter. So here we have our horizontal rails, top, bottom. They have 4 bearings total for each head. You got 1 up top, 1 on the bottom, and then 1 on the opposing side top, 1 on the opposing side's bottom. So up top, we have another horizontal rail, which has the same type of bearing. And there's also another bearing on the opposing side, but refer to the owner's manual for all bearing locations. Our Jamb kickout also runs on the horizontal rails. So it has 2 bearings, 1 up top, 1 on the bottom. Our 6-shooters also ride on rails, which means they have bearings. Notice that there's 2 in the back, 1 here, 1 here, 1 in the front, and 1 on the opposing side. So if you come under the heads, you'll notice that we have 3 ball screw rails. We have our Y, our X, and our Z. So on your Y axis, you'll have a fitting here and here. On your X axis, you'll have a fitting here, here, and here. And we have our Z axis, which can be greased from here and up here, right under this plate. And just remember that all 3 heads will need to be preventative maintenance at the same time.